What is going on, everybody? All right, so as you guys know, I bought the inflatable paint booth, and I would probably buy one again, but yes, I sold it. And I bought it for, I want to say $800 something, and I sold it for like $700 something. I've only used it like once, maybe even twice for a small project, but a small project that I didn't show you guys. But anyway, yeah, so I sold it. As you guys seen in the video, if you haven't seen the video, I'm gonna definitely tag it to this one. But it's a nice size, it's a great size. As you guys know, my shop it's a decent size, but it's not that big. And honestly, when I blew it up in there, it kind of felt smaller. It didn't feel right. It looked real good, but I was worried about it touching the lights at the top, and then when I pulled the GMC inside, it was tight, man. It was tight, and I thought from looking at the measurements, I would have enough room. But I will give you guys some pro tips if you guys are planning about it. Definitely go check out that video. But you definitely want to look at the outside measurements, and if they give you a room in the back, kind of how I had, you kind of definitely want to look at those measurements as well. That's kind of where I messed up at. I didn't look at the inside measurements for really. I definitely should have did more research on that. I was just happy to buy one, happy to get it in there, happy to, do something with it. But I would definitely go in there and look at the inside measurements, especially if you have a room built in. A lot of people may not need the room built in. It's just like a nice little perk to have. The next one I buy, if I can find one, suitable for the shop, kind of like this, I would honestly rather get the same one I have, just a little bit longer, because I did not plan for the room in the back to cut it off so shortly. But I will say this, it was, I don't want to say tight on the sides as well, but I definitely would have loved a little more room. But like I said again, my shop itself is about 1,600 square feet, maybe 35 feet width, possibly, or something like that. I'm not too sure. It's something pretty small, but as you can see, when it expanded, it was kind of almost wall to wall, knocking, rubbing up against shelves and whatever else equipment I got up in there. So I would just be mindful of that. Definitely do your measurements on that one. Also, another pro tip is definitely get you an exhaust fan. You can grab you a small one. You can, in that video I posted, I kind of shared a picture of what you could get, to kind of maximize performance. But you can also throw that exhaust fan in the front and zip up both ends around it, so that way you don't have to buy that big bulky thing that goes on the filter on one side. So you can definitely do that. I would definitely have a nice exhaust fan in there going. But yeah, guys, I sold it. Like I said, I'm gonna just try to do without for now. Still looking at possibly getting a bigger shop here soon. I know my lease is up. My lease is gonna be up pretty soon, so I may end up sticking it out here, getting it back on a contract, or I may, just try to find a bigger space, and I'll definitely get another one. The regular booths out there, are about 15 to 20,000 plus. So unless you're staying in a space for quite a while, you kind of want to set that up in there, you know. But yeah, that's just my tip on that. They are pretty hard to get, you know, folded back up. I will say that though. If you're gonna get one of these things, you better have some muscle, man. I muscled this thing up, and I inflated it and deflated it by myself one day. It's definitely possible, but you definitely gotta have some patience and some muscle to kind of fold it all up, because they give you the ropes and everything to go with it. But yeah, just keep that in mind, guys. I will be dropping a new video. I did finish wrapping my GMC. The color was dope as hell, but it wasn't the color I was kind of going for long term. I did want to keep the color on there because it definitely is a head turner, but I'm thinking about doing that color maybe smaller scale, not so big. So yeah, I did unwrap the whole GMC, and then I'll post that video here soon. But I'll catch you guys on the next one.